This is Notepad, and you are currently watching this show right in front of my house, largely because I am hearkening to the Prime Minister's order of just stay at home. It's exactly where I am. So I've been working out of my living room with my kids bugging me, but that's how it is, and that's how it's going to be so long as the restriction of movement order is in place. But that doesn't mean that we can't talk about the current ongoings right now that is currently happening in the country. We are still in the early days of the restriction of movement order, so there's plenty still to talk about. One issue that we need to talk about is not so much of the economic impact on the companies and businesses, but we have to really take a long, hard look into how this impacts the regular Malaysians. Because many Malaysians are currently living on a hand-to-mouth situation. We know that they are not earning right now because of the RMO, or the restriction of movement order, and they cannot earn and they cannot pay their liabilities moving forward. What is happening to these kind of individuals? Now, throughout the day, Astro AWANI has been airing some stories such as this, but we want to share more about this story moving forward. So I want to let you guys know, or let you guys in on some of the efforts that banks are, for instance, doing in order to alleviate the economic impact of people, regular Malaysians like you and me. Maybank has announced that the scheme is up. In fact, other banks as well. But more interestingly, RHB has also reintroduced or update their financial scheme for those that are impacted by COVID-19. Joining me also far away from here doing a live teleconference right now is the CEO and MD of RHB, Dato Khairussaleh. Dato, thanks for joining us for this recording of this episode. Let's learn a little bit more about the products that you are offering right now from RHB.
Thank you for having us to talk about our RHB COVID-19 financial relief program. So this program, if you remember, we actually introduced it back in 11 February this year. It's available to viable businesses, including SMEs and individuals. And we've got two types of structure. One is a moratorium of up to 6 months for installment payments, or the other one is restructuring or rescheduling, or what we call R&R in the banking terms, for loans and financing. So far we have received 119 applications, totaling 1.15 billion ringgit in facilities for this program. Now, apart from this, we're also being proactive. We just don't wait for our customers to come to us for relief. We approach them as well. And so far, we have identified 168 SME customers in heavily impacted sectors such as tourism, beverages, and food. And similarly, we're offering them a 6-month moratorium from repayment. So apart from our own program, as you know, Bank Negara has also announced funds for SMEs. So there are 3 types of facilities basically, but the main one is what it is called a special relief facility of 2 billion ringgit in total. And for each SME, SMEs are entitled to 1 million ringgit maximum. So again, this is to alleviate the short-term cash flow issues for SMEs. And for this special relief facility, we at RHB we have actually received 135 applications, totaling 100 million ringgit. So these are very challenging times. You know, we empathize with our customers. We are all for helping them in this period. So we'll continue reaching out to help, especially the SMEs and the individuals, to ease their financial burden.
Thank you, Dato Khairussaleh. That was Dato Khairul of RHB talking about some of the things that are currently happening at his bank. But of course, many others are currently happening as well. Just keep yourself updated with the kind of news that are being brought forth by Astro AWANI and many other news agencies in the country. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll discuss some ideas that companies that are in the healthcare are currently doing right now. Don't go anywhere.